want me to turn it down, I gotta stay on and never go out. We ain't dimming the lights, no. Going out like their bikes. 12 o'clock, everybody eating over here. Having more than one bite. Only the team get to play. Why? Only the team get to stay. Yeah. Silver spoon where they were with me. Dogs aggressive like they never ate. Savages. Ops too quiet on the other side. Where they at? But I know they ain't plotting. Fuck with me, you die. No, I ain't playing. Telling me what? Don't give a fuck. They gon' talk when you down, they gon' talk when you up. I take what they say, along with the eighth. Kept me a wood, then I burn it up. Pocket the tub, chains on me. Feel like a thug, loud of guns. All got kickback, down your son. Still score when they foul. One need mine and some. Plus spray on.
Shout out my nigga Weezu, man. That's Weezu, Pac in the tub, my nigga. Shout out to MAZUMA Nation. Shout out to MAZUMA Mob. We in the building, baby. Shout out to Puerto Rico, 787 Boxing Club out in Ponce, Puerto Rico, man. My guy Anthony out there. Used to be a trainer at my gym, man. Got inspired, opened his own gym out in Puerto Rico. Saving the youth in Puerto Rico, man. That's what it's all about, the sport of boxing, man. This shit saves lives. Shout out to my man Anthony out there. Shout out to Motivated Barber Supply. Shout out to Box Rope. Shout out to Box Rope, my new sponsor. Sponsoring me and my boxing team. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to Empire Home Care. Shout out to all these motherfuckers, man. JC Cleaning Services. Shout out to JC Pressure Wash. You know what I'm saying? We live. We in the building, man. We in effect. If these guys, how they claiming to, if they coming on the live, this live finna be lit, boy. This live finna be lit. I've been getting some crazy comments, man. And it's by the same individuals, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, I get positive feedback. I got a good support system on YouTube, especially for being so early in my journey. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the notes, the real talks of the world. You know what I'm saying? The Rondas of the world, Obama. You know what I mean? I got some good people on here. Let's not get it confused. You know what I mean? Even my boxing team that come in here and check me out. But it's the same, like, pest, man. They come on here and got a problem with every single opinion that I got as if it means so much to them. You know what I mean? I forgot the dude's name already. But if I look at the comments right now, I should be able to pull it up. But like every single time I put out an interview, every single time I put out a video, provide my perspective on something, a dude always find a way to disagree with it. And like, man, bro, you entitled to your own opinion at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But it's something different about this dude, like his tone and how the way he speak, as if like he really irritated by my opinion. You know what I mean? Whether it was the Anthony Joshua Wilder situation that I spoke on, and then recently this dude told me that he don't like how I'm speaking. Like he said, "Oh, I don't know why you would want to see Tim Tszyu fight Terrence Crawford. You making it seem like Tim Tszyu has a chance." When I clearly said in the video that Terrence Crawford will beat the dog shit out of Tim Tszyu, I didn't say it exactly like that, but I made it clear that Terrence Crawford will dominate Tim Tszyu. You know what I'm saying? These dudes really lack comprehension skills. You know what I mean? You know, like when you used to take those English tests, you know what I mean? Or the teacher will pull you to the side and have you read a passage and ask you questions. You know what I mean? And they'll test like your comprehension, your fluidity when you read and shit like that. You can tell a lot of these dudes that come onto this internet, bro, really lack comprehension because they'll hear something and it won't click in their head. And they be like, "Oh, you think Tim Tszyu will beat Crawford?" When I never said that. You know what I'm saying? And I clearly said that Terrence Crawford will beat this man. And he said, "Why would you want that fight?" And it's like, bro, are you even keeping up with boxing? He's looking to be 3-time undisputed. And they're going to give the WBO belt to Tim Tszyu. So why not have Terrence Crawford become a 4-division world champion and be one step closer to being 3-time undisputed? I don't understand what these dudes, like, mindsets be, or they probably just hate how the way I talk boxing, man. They hate that I know what I'm talking about, that I'm confident in what I talk about. They hate that I'm coming onto the scene and I'm getting so much attention this early. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing the best views, but what's important is my views are consistent. It's not like I'll do like a 1K video and then the next thing you know, I'm getting 30 views on another video. My videos are If you look through my channel, my videos are consistently within the same range. So it lets me know that there's people that's going out their way to continuously watch me. You know what I mean? Quality is better than quantity, especially when you're trying to develop an organic fan base. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, this is what comes with the game. People going to disagree with you. There's a lot of people who are going to envy you. They're going to hate what you got going on. They hate that there's people on here that value my opinion while nobody really gives a fuck about theirs. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. I got to recognize that this will come with the game. This was Southpaw was telling me about this whole time. And there's this one dude that said he said, what? So when are you going live? Because I want to tell you in front of the people. As if this dude has like a real problem with me and wants to confront me in front of the people, as if that's going to make him be so macho or make him so thorough that he's gonna try to put me in place in front of all these people, which is not going to work. You know what I mean? You entitled to your opinion all you want, but just because you disagree with my shit don't mean that I'm wrong. And just because I disagree with your shit don't mean you wrong. It's all boxing talk at the end of the day. It's all opinion. And they hate when you have an opinion that goes against theirs. That's just the reality of the situation. You know what I mean? He said Tim Zoo in my blunt right now. He crazy as shit. Yeah, that's him right here. I don't hate you, bro. I don't know why you're emotional right now. I just want to discuss boxing with you, homie. But, bro, that's not how you came across. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you check your comment, you clearly got some type of issue with me. So what we gonna do is I'm gonna bring you on the panel. I'm gonna bring you on the panel. And we gonna talk. If you want to talk boxing, let's talk. Ain't nobody really emotional, bro. If I was emotional, you wouldn't be on here right now. If I was emotional, I wouldn't want to talk to you right now. I wouldn't be bringing you on my platform if I was emotional, bro. If you want to talk, let's talk. I can't remember word for word what he said, but he was like extremely passionate about coming on here and trying to put me in check or some shit like that. So we gonna figure this out. How the fuck you do this shit? Oh, all right, yeah. All right, that's how you do it. I'm still getting used to the StreamYard shit, y'all. My bad. But that's it right there. Anybody want to hop on the live? Let's do it. Let's get Lopez Martin on here. But yeah, we definitely gonna get into the Shakur Stevenson talk. Apparently somebody, if you go on the Boxing Voice and you look at one of their last streams, you go in like an hour and 10 minutes or an hour and 5 minutes in. They have somebody on there who's supposed to be somebody who does business with Jay Prince. He's a well-known dude in the boxing world. Man, I forgot his name, man. I'm very forgetful with names. I apologize. But it's the promoter's son that was speaking on there. So for the sake of shit, you know what I'm saying? This is somebody who's a part of Shakur Stevens' team or is in real close space with, you know, Shakur Stevenson's team. You know what I'm saying? So apparently when they was having the discussion, there was a situation that they believed that Shakur would have made around $8 million to face Devin Haney. Now this is somebody that has close ties with Shakur Stevenson and Jay Prince and them. Apparently that 25% would have equated to $8 million. So $32 million would have been in the pot for this fight. 25%, Devin Haney, I guess he would be getting the remaining percentage. He would get $24 million. 75% of 32 is $24 million, from what I understand. If the math is mathing, so that means Devin Haney Shakur Stevenson turned down $8 million, which most likely would have been his biggest payday to date. And when they asked why they turned it down, the dude was like, "Why would we make $8 million now when we can make $16 million in the future?" You know what I'm saying? Which is like insane to me. So it's like Shakur Stevenson is asking for these fights. He's winning these big fights. A 25% stake in a fight is offered, and you turn it down without a thought going into it. And it turns out that $25 million would have equated to your biggest payday to date. You know what I'm saying? Which was insane to me because it's like, in my personal opinion, I didn't know at the time how much money was in the pot. But I felt like Shakur should have accepted the deal regardless of the percentage because that would have put pressure on Devin Haney to make the fight happen. When you turn down that initial offer, that gives Devin Haney the door wide open for him to walk out of. Like, he could be like, oh, I made him an offer. He turned it down. I'm going to go pursue this fight. That's where Shakur Stevenson honestly messed up at. He should have never turned that down. You know what I'm saying? He should have been like, all right, I'll take whatever percentage you give me. I don't give a fuck if it's 10%. Let's do it. That would have put the pressure on Haney. The fans would have been on, and the media would have been blasting him. You know what I'm saying? And, man, that probably would have created the fight if Devin Haney's back was against the wall. If not, Devin Haney would have looked bad amongst the people, and they would have considered him a ducker. But because you turned that percentage down, that was a drastic mistake, man. You allowed that man to walk out the door with no consequence. You know what I'm saying? I'm a huge Shakur Stevenson fan. I really don't rock with Devin Haney like that, but seeing the situation in front of me is like, it's hard to defend Shakur in this situation. He fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And now hearing this dude who has close business ties with Shakur Stevenson and Jay Prince say that he turned down somewhere around the estimate of $8 million, that's crazy, bro. Shakur never made that in any of his fights. Did he make anywhere near that to fight Valdez? No. Did he get anywhere near that to fight Jamel Herring? No. So what is going on? Why would you turn that down? There's like no legitimate reason why you would turn that down. He was making it seem like 25% was so low. And it might have been. But when that 25% is your career high payday, I don't see why you would turn that down. Especially when you're that confident that you could beat Devin Haney. It's a chance for undisputed and your career highest payday. That's almost a no-brainer, bro. That's almost a no-brainer. And I'm not coming at Shakur, I'm not saying, but I got no problem telling somebody when they messed up. You know what I mean? Like, people fuck up all the time. I walk out the crib and I fuck up every day. That's something that I could have done better every day. There's choices that I made every day that I'm sure I could have made a better choice about. You know what I mean? So this is not no shade towards Shakur, bro. I would love to have him on this show eventually and chop it up with him. I'm a fan of this man. But it's kind of disappointing. And then when they ask him why he turned down the fight, it's like, why? It's the whole like marinating tactic that these guys try to do. Why would we fight for $8 million right now when we could fight for $16 million down the road? Huh? How do you know that fight's gonna be there down the road? What makes these guys so sure that this fight will still be an option 2 years from now? Bro, everybody time ticking, bro. Everybody time ticking on this earth. You never know when it's time for you to go. I'm not trying to get too deep into this situation, but anything could happen. Did we think I'm sure we thought Kobe was going to be here 10 years from now. I'm sure we thought Diego Corrales was going to be here 10, 15 years from now when he was around. I'm sure we thought Arturo Gotti was still around. I'm sure we thought Edwin Valero would still be around when he was president. I'm sure we thought Felix Verdejo would still be fighting right now. Shit happens, bro. There's no guarantee on any of this. So the fact that these guys not willing to focus on the now and just be so focused on the future, it's insane to me, bro. Make these big fights happen now. There's such thing as rematches, bro. If Shakur and Devin fight, and let's say fucking Shakur beat Devin, these guys could fight each other, get a good payday, you know what I'm saying, build themselves back up, get more experience, make statements, and fight each other again for another big payday. People are going to tune in because these are some of the most skilled fighters in the world. And when you put two skilled fighters, two all top-tier skilled fighters in the world against each other, people are going to tune in to see, especially if they're young guns like Shakur and Dev. How many times Shane Mosley and Oscar fought each other and still made money? How many times Wilder and Fury fought each other and still made a bag? How many times fucking Sugar Ray Leonard and Hagler and Hearns all fought each other and still made a bag? You know what I'm saying? So that's my overall thoughts on the situation. It's disappointing, man. It's disappointing that Shakur making it seem like none of these dudes want to smoke with him. You know what I'm saying? But the opportunity was there for you to take, and you did not take it because you felt like you were being lowballed. When the last thing you should have been worried about was money, you should have been concerned with taking that sacrifice, just like Devin Haney did himself, and putting it all out on the line. I remember Devin Haney did an interview. I think they was getting interviewed on some top ranked panel, and it was him and Cambosis talking back and forth to each other. And Devin said, "Yeah, I took the pay cut. Yeah, I'm going to your backyard. But you know why I'm doing this? Because I know deep down in my heart, I could beat you." You know what I'm saying? And Shakur should have took a similar approach mentally into this situation. All right, I'm going to take the 25%. All right, I'm going to be on the B side. All right, we gonna fight where you want to fight. But you can have everything with you. It don't matter. You know why? Because deep down in my heart, I know I could beat you. And I know that when I beat you and I get all the belts, it's going to elevate me to a whole nother level. It's going to put me in a whole other bracket in this boxing world. It's going to put me even higher on the pound-for-pound list because Shakur is rated real high in the top 10 in a lot of people's pound-for-pound list. You know what I'm saying? That's a great point right there, Josh. Pacquiao and Marquez fought each other 4 times, bro, and they made a fucking bag each time. Each time. And they could have fought a 5th, but Marquez turned it down because he said that's how he wanted that series to end. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know why these guys are so hell-bent on just letting shit marinate for one fucking fight. Bro, get the fights out of the way now. Get the fights out of the way now. You don't know how long you're going to be in your prime, bro. You might walk out and get hit by a fucking bus or something. Did we think, God forbid, you know what I'm saying? But look at what happened with Earl Spence. Did we know that after he had one of his all-time best wins against Sean Porter that he was going to flip out of Ferrari and not be the same? No, we didn't know that. So God forbid something happened to Shakur or Devin, or something happens where they start to, you know what I'm saying, plummet in their careers. We'll never know how the fight would have went if they would have went against each other in their prime. It will always be a what if. It'll always be an educated guess on what could have happened. This dude don't want to read my comments. Stand on what you say, homie. What is you talking about, bro? I put the link up. Did you join or not? Like, what is you talking about? Like, bro, I promise nobody's scared of you or your little fucking points, bro. Like, what is you talking about? Let me go back and read what you were saying. These dudes don't got to fight. They risking their lives to entertain people like us. Where's that credit? I don't hate you, bro. Stand on what you say. You from Philly. First of all, what the fuck Philly got to do with anything? I could be from fucking Canada and I'm going to stand on what I say. What do you mean these dudes don't got to fight? What are you talking about? You talking about YouTube boxers? Like, what is you talking about? Why are you so offended that I don't really fuck with YouTube boxers? Why does that bother you so much? Are you a YouTube boxer? Are you one of these TikTokers that be rumbling in the ring and can't fight? Like what's the situation? Salvador Sanchez is a great example, Lorenzo. That man, from what I understand, he had the biggest win of his career. It was projected him to be the greatest Mexican fighter to ever live. The way that he was performing. And he died in a car accident. So now it's this what if. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, we should be living in the moment. Make the fights happen now. Make the fights happen now. As long as you're making big, meaningful fights, the bag is going to come. You see what I'm saying? That's why, these dudes, Don King has a horrible stigma around them, but the reality is, shout out to J. Cash, the reality is, they hated that man. First of all, nobody's face getting red. But he said, you still watch it, though, right? No, I actually don't. I actually don't watch it. And I've said that multiple times on my channel. If it's not a meaningful fight, I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it. Now, if I'm scrolling down social media and I see a highlight on my page, that's different. But I'm never buying a pay-per-view to watch Jake Paul. I'm never buying a pay-per-view to see KSI. I'm never buying no Misfits boxing. I'm not tuned into any of that. If they're not real fighters, I'm not watching them. You know what I'm saying? The only time I watched Jake Paul is when he fought Tommy Fury. You know why? Because Tommy Fury came from the sport of boxing. That was the only fight Jake Paul only took where I was like, oh shit, he's fighting a legitimate threat. Let me go see what's going on. Did I watch him versus Anderson Silva? No, I did not. Did I watch him versus Nate Diaz? No, I did not. I promise you I did not. Yeah, exactly. Like this dude delusional, bro. Like he acted like he be here kicking it with me watching these fights. We don't watch that bullshit. We just hear about it. Exactly. It's big enough for us to hear about. I read articles every day. I'm reading boxing. I'm on boxing social media pages every day, just checking out what's going on in the boxing world. They're gonna post about it because it gets a lot of attention online. But does it get attention from me? No, it don't, bro. I've been in the boxing game since I was 5 years old, bro. I've been in boxing since I was 5 years old. I've been around my dad, who was a former fighter, for all my fucking life. I've been around all-time great trainers. I've been around Philly legends, bro. Like I watched world champions spar, all-time great fighters, bro. I've been around all-time great fighters my whole life. I didn't grow up around him, but you know what I'm saying? I've been around Bernard Hopkins. I've been around Meldrick Taylor. I've been around David Reed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been around top dogs my whole life. I know what greatness is. I know who great fighters are. Why would I stoop down to a YouTuber's level, bro? Like, I'm really about this life. I'm really about this life. Why you so offended, bro? We talking boxing, and I mentioned Philly because it's a real background. I don't want nothing going on with you. First of all, ain't nothing going on with me point blank. So I don't even know what you even trying to insinuate right there. It's not even that I'm offended. You just so intimidated by my responses. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking how I want to talk. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a real background, and I come from a real background. Like you know what I mean? You singing to the choir. He not really saying nothing, bro. I put the link up for him to speak. He has not yet clicked the link yet. Any man that has, never mind. I ain't even gonna get into that. But regardless, I provided the link. So if you need me to repost the link for you to join, feel free. Yes, sir. I'll holler at you, Lorenzo. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's going on, man. That's what's going on. I'm real disappointed in Shakur Stevenson approaching this whole situation, man. He had an opportunity to really make a legacy-defining move. You know what I mean? Even if, like I said, even if it was a situation where Devin Haney put out an offer and it wasn't really real, that would make Devin Haney look bad because it's like, all right, you act like you was going to give him 25% and you took it back now, so are you ducking Shakur? That would have made him look bad. Bro, now you saying join the link. I mentioned I don't want nothing going on. Now you taking it on a personal tip. I'm not taking anything on a personal tip, bro. We can't talk boxing and agree to disagree on things. Bro, whatever, bro. Do you want the link? We could talk. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna get personal. To me, you not even like somebody I feel like I would ever run into. So it's not even that deep. And even if I was to run into you in person, I'm not even on that type time, bro. So it is what it is. It's not like I'm gonna know what you look like anyway. You got Jermell Charlo as your picture. It makes me wonder if he could even beat Haney now. Now that's a different discussion. You know what I mean? That's a different discussion. In all honesty, I think he's very capable of beating Devin Haney. But it's just the move that he made outside of the ring. Um, I just think that that's something that he should have took advantage of. I think it was just bad choice making. You know what I mean? I'm sure Shakur doesn't have a problem getting in there with Devin. I'll be at Philly though. What you trying to say though, bro? You can see me whenever then. I'm not hard to find. If you in Philly, I'm not hard to find. And I'm gonna just leave it like that, straight like that. Pivot Boxing Academy, bro. That's where I'll be at. I'm in there every day for hours. And when you see me, introduce yourself as Lopez Martin, and we could talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even know what you or whatever. It is what it is. You want to talk boxing? We could talk boxing. You know what I mean? Shout out Obama. He said, Rolly said COVID coming back, the fight with O'Hara gonna be postponed. What? That's what he said? Or you just chatting? I keep hearing about this COVID shit coming back too. I just got over a sickness that was real similar to COVID, so I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? But I hope that's not true. If Rolly said that, that's kind of crazy. I don't think he's really looking forward to fighting O'Hara Davies anyway. But I feel like that WBA title is like his only like his only real good thing that he could bring to the negotiation table when he trying to get a bag. You know what I'm saying? He could be like, I'm the WBA world champion at 140, so what y'all gonna offer me? You know what I'm saying? Like belts, they kind of draw with their percentages they take from fighters' checks and stuff like that, like their 2% and stuff like that. But simultaneously, if you're not a pay-per-view star or anything like that, because when you're a pay-per-view star, you bigger than the belt. When you coming up and you looking to really get a bag, that world title is definitely gonna help you get that bag. You know what I mean? So they might be taking money from you, but you could definitely use that belt as leverage. You know what I mean? I hear you. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that. I just don't know how to. I don't know how to make people moderators. I don't know if I gotta go live like on the actual YouTube channel, but I don't know how to make people moderators. If I'd have known, I'd have been there by now. What real talk say? I don't know where dude from, but he's saying like, "What you trying to say? I'll be in Philly." Like, bro, don't nobody even know what you look like, bro. Like, fuck is you talking about? Nobody worried about you, bro. I show my face every day. It's not gonna be hard to recognize me. Trust me. If you walk in my gym, you will see me. Yeah, J Cash for sure. He said back to boxing though. My boy Ruiz trying to price himself out. That Wilder fight, why bro said he won 10, 20 mil just to fight him. I think that because he understands the risk behind it. I think that Andy Ruiz got used to that little them couple bags that he got against Anthony Joshua and stuff like that. So he trying to maintain that momentum. But the problem is Andy Ruiz stock dropped dramatically. You know what I'm saying? His inactivity, you know what I'm saying? His unimpressive performances against Areola and Luis Ortiz, it really made his stock drop in the game. That's just the reality. You know what I mean? And that loss that he took in that rematch against Anthony Joshua hurt him as well because he went from having one of the big upsets of the year to only holding the belt for a few months before he lost it all. You know what I mean? So he's not trustworthy amongst the fans. A lot of fans don't find him disciplined. They don't trust him. You know what I mean? So they don't trust this man's abilities, and most likely they won't be fans of him. And if they aren't fans of him, then it won't generate into revenue. You know what I'm saying? Manny, Nat, whatever the hell that is. Yeah, I think Lopez Martin went out looking for you. He ain't replying in a minute. I hope he is. I hope he is looking for me. All you gotta do is Google my gym name. You know what I mean? But when Andy Ruiz stock dropping dramatically, of course, he's not going to that he expects. You know what I'm saying? Reed, what up? What up? He crying in the car. He funny as shit, Notes. Plus, I think the fight he had against Luis Ortiz only did like 65 to 90K pay-per-view buys, so there's no way anybody financially involved is giving what he's asking. Exactly, bro. Like every reason why he doesn't deserve it is right in front of our faces. Now, if he would have beat Anthony Joshua again in the rematch, and then had some impressive performances against Areola and Ortiz and stuff like that, like if he would have stopped Luis Ortiz, then it's like, all right, you know what I mean? He definitely snapping right now. Let's see if we could generate this super fight between him and Wilder, who Wilder, I believe, is still the most dangerous dude in the division. Wilder, Fury says it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really respects Wilder's hand, and that's the only man who's beaten him so far. And he telling you, like, he really like that. You know what I'm saying? Remember O'Hara said he knocked Rolly out in sparring because Rolly's sister was watching? Bro, I ain't heard none of that. Bro, I don't know too much about this O'Hara dude, but if he talk crazy like that, I might go check him out if he running his mouth like that. Come to Pivot Boxing, he might not make it out. He might not. He might not. There's a lot of dudes in there who really come from them type of backgrounds. Now, I ain't even about to talk crazy like that about dude because he didn't even say nothing crazy, so I ain't even try to talk on a personal tip. He just annoyed me with like acting like me. He got a problem with me not paying attention to YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? Which is weird. It's like, why are you going out your way to defend YouTube boxers? And he talking about, but you watch it though, right? Like, bro, when have you seen me watch it? Why you act like you sitting in the crib with me watching a Jake Paul fight or something? I heard your dad from Brooklyn. I saw Haney when he came to New York. He was at a local deli of mine, and he grabbed the water and left. Okay, he probably did. Devin Haney definitely be traveling. He be around. I guess Andy Ruiz is the Buster Douglas of modern boxing. That's quite possible. Yeah, in terms of like their scenarios, yeah. But the problem was Mike Tyson didn't come back and beat Buster Douglas. He went and got washed by another top guy named Evander Holyfield. You know what I'm saying? Andy Ruiz got washed and outboxed by the dude that he knocked out a few months before. So I think Andy Ruiz's situation is it's similar. It's definitely similar, but I think Andy Ruiz's situation is worse. Yeah, Southpaw did a video on O'Hara. Yeah, I gotta check it out. I gotta check out O'Hara for myself and see what type of time he be on. Does your gym have an Instagram? Yes, it does. At Pivot Boxing Academy altogether. PIVOTT BOXING ACADEMY altogether. Pivot Boxing Academy. Make sure it's 2 T's and it should pop up right away. We have like 2K plus followers. You know what I mean? So that's the page right there. Then you can check me out on there. You can check me out on at them Instagram usernames right there at the bottom of the screen. Check out MAZUMA merch, man. I'm trying to tell you that merch is top tier, man. Check it out, man. I'm sure y'all gonna see something y'all like. Y'all support the channel. Go get you a shirt, man. Get you a tank top. Get you a long sleeve shirt. Get you a hoodie. Get you a coffee mug. Get you a sticker. You know what I'm saying? Sticker's only $7, man. So support the merch, man. Support the grind. You know what I mean? YouTube boxing is not for me, just me personally. Yeah, and I totally agree with you, Reed. I totally agree with you, but he has a problem with me having a preference. Like, I can sit here and not like a bologna. Like, I don't like bologna sandwiches, right? Man, how you not gonna like bologna sandwiches, man? Like, how? But you know what I mean? Like, you see everybody else eating it, so what's the problem? Like, bro, it's just not what I fuck with. Man, you a hater, man. You just don't like bologna, man. Man, you just got, man, what? You got a problem with me not preferring to watch YouTube boxers? That's insane to me. Why don't you just tune into a channel that rock with KSI and all them type dudes? Yeah, he definitely crying right now. He doing something. He doing something. Also, Shakur sent some shots back at Devin on. I think you meant to say Devin on Twitter, and now your boy. Oh, okay. Now your boy taking a social media break. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Ron in the building. What up? What up? He said. They said YouTube boxing is a joke. That's that. I mean, do you see what's going on over there? They got like porn stars boxing each other and stuff like that. They got tag team boxing. And the people that's tag team are fighting each other. It's like, bro, what is going on? Y'all making a mockery of the sport. And you know what? And I've been saying this for a while now. You know when they gonna stop this whole YouTube boxing stuff? When one of these dudes that gets in the ring gets knocked out and don't wake up. That's when they gonna be like, oh, all right, yo, that just happened to that dude. I don't want that to happen to me. I'm gonna fall back. Because they're not really about this life. You know what I'm saying? They just recognize that it's a loophole in boxing that they could take advantage of. They opportunists. Man, I could make just $1 million of 4 rounds fighting another TikToker. Man, let me do that. All I gotta do is train for a little bit. They'll give me a headgear, or they'll just I'll learn. I'll pay this trainer to train a celebrity trainer to train me, and I could just fight this guy. And regardless of whether I win or lose, I can make $1 million. It seems real enticing. You know what I mean? I'm not blaming these guys for taking these opportunities. Shit, I'll fight one of these TikTokers for $1 million. I'll fight one of these fighters for $250,000, 100,000, whatever, 50,000. I'll fight one of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at them getting their money. It's just not something that I mess with. He need a social media break because they keep playing with his name. Yeah, it seemed like he got overwhelmed with the backlash he was receiving, I guess. I would be rooting for Haney. I just think Haney been through adversity more. We ain't never see Shakur get tested or forced anyone. I don't like Haney, but 55-45 Haney. Shakur can still win, though. Wow. It's not often that you hear somebody say Haney could beat Shakur. So that's different. He low-key look up to KSI, left my ass out, do the kid. Yeah, for sure. Anybody who look up to KSI, bro, they just wasn't raised right, bro. I heard somebody make an interesting point theory earlier. They said, what if Canelo throws the fight or just loses so he could re-up on a Charlo rematch and not have to fight Benavidez? Bro, that is, like, insane, bro. That's, like, some deep thinking. I think Canelo got too much pride in himself and his country to ever throw a fight away, bro. I think that if he lose, he gonna lose because he just wasn't the better man. I don't think he will ever do anything like that. Like, I don't even think Canelo personality built like that. I don't think he's that money driven. I think he got a real competitive side to himself as well. You know what I mean? You could tell he hate losing. It affects him pretty bad when he loses from what I've seen with Canelo. Manny Pacquiao wants a gold medal. Yeah, I've seen that. Manny Pacquiao is 45 years old, and he wants to come back, represent his country in the Olympics, and wants to end his career with winning a gold medal. So they're trying to see if he qualifies now, because now they throwing pros in the amateur in the Olympic boxing mix and stuff like that. That's how Richard Torres got knocked out. He got knocked out by a professional fighter way before he turned pro. and was I don't know if it was Olympic qualifiers. I don't know if they was like the first round in the Olympic or something like that. But yeah, I don't even think pros should be a part of the Olympic boxing. I think that should strictly be amateurs, like top rated uh, amateurs. You know what I mean? You would think one of these YouTube boxers was his dad or grandfather. How man he got? Yeah, bro. I wouldn't be surprised, man, because a lot of these dudes that you think is in it that's like not accessible. These dudes are making burner accounts. Like Kevin Durant just make burner accounts, hide their identity, and just go at it with people that they disagree with, or feel like it's talking crazy about them. You know what I mean? Because they really pay attention to the internet and they really be in their feelings when somebody come at them. It's just super sensitive. So these guys make burner accounts, identify themselves as somebody else, and really be defending themselves the whole time. That's what Kevin Durant was doing. Right, go find a channel that covers YouTube boxing. Wait, there aren't any because they're either MMA channels or kids who report anything on these guys. Yeah. You know what I mean? I really don't see Jermell beating Canelo at all. It's too many variables with that fight. We're going to get into that. Let's talk about that. Did Shakur Stevenson turn down $8 million for real? That's what they saying, bro. Somebody close to Shakur Stevenson's team, the promoter's son that deals with Shakur, said that there was $8 million in the pot for Shakur to make off of that 25%. I mean, so that would mean there was $32 million in the pot. Devin Haney would have got $24 million, and he would have got $8 million. You know what I'm saying? But I guess he looked at the percentage and not exactly how much money was in the pot. But it was a bad choice, man. If that's the case, bro, that's a bad choice. I might have to rumble someone who got a problem with me not liking a bologna sandwich. No, for real. That might have been a little crazy comparison, but you know what I mean? Like you said, you can't play boxing. Facts. I'll fight anybody for $1 million, bro. I will fight anybody for $1 million, bro. For real. Let somebody send me a contract my way. I will fight anybody for that money. Shit. I ain't never boxed in an organized setting ever, but I'm a real athlete. I'll fight on these TikTok boxing on 2 weeks' notice and do work. Yeah. Them dudes' cardio be different. You probably have a good chance. But I know my limits. I'm not stepping in with a legitimate boxer. That theory crazy, ain't it? Yeah, bro, that's a hella crazy theory. Why he want to go for gold? Ain't no good Filipino prospects. I don't know. I just think that Pacquiao want to represent his country. I mean, he always been big on his pride in the Philippines. You know what I'm saying? He would rematch John Ryder before he takes a dive. Yeah, for real. He really would. I don't think he will ever do that. It'd be KSI manager. His mama's Taylor, and be playing. He be playing 5K for those. Bro. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. He was denying. But yeah. People definitely knew though. I wouldn't even turn down 50 racks to fight a YouTube. No, for real. 50 racks. I could do something with that 50 racks. Shit. Give me 50 racks and see what happens. 32 mil pot, 8 mil takeaway. Shakur crazy for that. Yeah, I agree. Bro, you got to be real. Haney versus Core is generating millions. Not saying I believe him turning down $8 million. But why taking now in the future he'll be worth 16 M's? Bro, don't tell me you defending that, bro. Reed, don't tell me you defending that. Don't tell me you defending that, bro. Because that's exactly what the dude said on the Boxing Voice. He said, why would he accept $8 million now when he could accept $16 million later? And I made the point that who guarantees that that's going to be there later? You never know what happens. You don't know if time on your side or not. God might be up top with a stopwatch waiting for you. It could be very well that in one of these dudes' next fight, God forbid, they could lose and never be the same. Would that fight be worth $16 million then? That's exactly what happened to Jermell and Jerry Hurd, bro. They was building that fight up, and Jerry Hurd ended up getting cooked by J-Rock, and that fight was never realistic again when that fight could have generated millions of dollars. Pay-per-view type fight. When Jerry Hurd was knocking out Austin Trout and beating up on Aries Laney, Laura and stuff, bro, his momentum was crazy, bro. Like the streak he was on was phenomenal. And Jamel was just doing what he was doing, knocking out everybody and dominating on his side. And they waited too long for that fight. Jerry Hurd just wanted a tune-up so bad. And he ended up picking the wrong dude in that fight. And Jerry Hurd and Charlo lost millions of dollars. And they missed out on a big bag against each other. That's what happens when you wait too long. It's not guaranteed that these dudes going to meet each other. Pacquiao Floyd almost got ruined because of Pacquiao taking losses and getting knocked out cold. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. Put $750K of that million index fund and let it grow, bro. There's a lot of things you could do with that. Haney did take a 78-22 split and went overseas. You got to respect, bro. That was a legendary move, man. I gave him a lot of props for that. Even though he was in there with somebody stylistically who I knew wouldn't beat him, the chances that he still took was phenomenal because obviously we see right now that a lot of these guys not willing to take those kind of chances. You know what I mean? Terrence Crawford and Spence was better for the past or now. From a financial aspect, I guess now. But the problem is, how do we know that's going to turn out the same way for these other guys? You know what I'm saying? Like, that might have worked out for them. And just because it worked out for them don't mean that it'll work out for Devin, Haney, and Shakur. You know what I'm saying? That's the only point I'm trying to get across. There's no guarantee that these guys are going to be the same later down the line. Both of these guys are in their primes. Both of these guys are putting on great performances. Both of these guys are undefeated right now. Why not have them fight now? And the point that I was about to make about Don King is that this man wasn't doing no different than what Bob Arum and all them dudes was doing. They cut him out the sport of boxing because he was a black promoter. You know what I'm saying? But when Don King had shit popping, bro, when he had all them heavyweights, bro, he made all the best fights happen. And these guys made millions of dollars. Although he might have been cutting some bread off of the top, these dudes got paid millions of dollars. Mike Tyson made hundreds of millions of dollars. And when he lost it all, they try to use Don King as the reason why he lost it all. I'm like, no, that was because of Mike Tyson's poor financial decisions. You know what I'm saying? I just wish that we had a Don King right now to really make these fights pop because Don King ain't had no problem making the best fights happen. You know what I'm saying? Wish we had more structure like that, like a Dana White who could force these guys into fighting each other. Fuck all the marinade shit. Let's make it happen now. That's what I'm with. Shakur been really weird to be talking crazy and rushing people in the locker room to take a pic. Where I'm from, you gotta stand on what you say, clown energy. Yeah. That's what Gervonta was saying. He was like, yo, this dude be talking crazy about me, and he'll ask for a picture. Like, I can't mess with him. You know what I'm saying? What I know about money and the way the world works, just off that 50K TikTok is being checked, I might disappear. Hey, you could do something with 50K, I'm telling you. Happened with Wilder and Joshua, right? They was trying to let that fight marinate too long. This dude got clipped by Andy Ruiz and messed that whole bag up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he avenged the loss, but then Wilder ended up taking a lot of punishment against Fury, and we don't know if he the same. It wasn't really tested against Helenius. You know what I'm saying? He knocked him out in the first round. We didn't really see if Wilder was the same. Because from a mental standpoint, AJ has deteriorated a lot. So he may not be the same fighter up here. Wilder's still a dog, but he may not be the same physically from the punishment that he absorbed against Tyson Fury. So both of these guys are, in a way, although they still may be dangerous, they're shells of their former self. So we'll never know how the fight would have turned out if both of these guys were young, in their prime, you know what I'm saying, fresh. We won't really know because we waited too long. $8 million is enough to retire. That's a fact. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shit, 5 is enough. 4 is enough. I've seen people retire with way less and be comfortable with life. Carmel in the prelims, I'm definitely checking that out. That kid looked like the real deal. I'm definitely checking him out. I'm definitely gonna go on my way to see him fight and see what he come with. Jamal making that up with Canelo though. Yeah, I guess. But why wait that long when the opportunity is in front of you right now? Like if the opportunity is presented to you in that moment and you're ready, why not take it? Why not take it? Jermell wanted that fight now. It was really Jared Hurd who held that up because he wanted to fight all these other guys. Oh, I just fought two southpaws, so let me fight an orthodox to get me ready for Jermell. It's like, bro, you've been fighting orthodox your whole life. What do you need a tune-up fight for? Bro, this is a right-hand dominant world. What do you need an orthodox fighter for to fight Jermell? J-Rock's fights nothing like Jermell. So why would you even need a tune-up for orthodox? You know what I'm saying? You can even argue that Bud and Spence was lucky the fight did good because this should have happened years ago. They let the fight marinate too long. I think it happened at the right time. A lot of people was excited. The casual fans and hardcore boxing fans were really intrigued with this fight. The fight was everywhere. They had billboards all over the 95, and I think it happened at the right time. You know what I mean? I think this fight, but that's a rare situation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these fights get, they let it sit on the pot too long and end up burning up. We've seen it happen multiple times, bro. Multiple times. Yeah, index funds, fixed index annuities, guaranteed short-term annuities. I don't even know if I'm saying that shit right. A lot of places you could put money in guaranteed growth. Yeah, certificate of deposit. Yeah, I work at a bank, bro. I'm real familiar with that. You know, money market accounts, IRAs, all that good stuff. On the projection trail, I understand, but from what I'm seeing, Corey and Haney are really on different levels from everybody else. I can see that fight building up in the future. Not to jinx anything. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, you saying that and Haney are on different levels in comparison to their opposition, right? But they could very well take a fight that they underestimate somebody. It could end up having a fight not go their way. Somebody may not train properly. Somebody may be dehydrated and come in a dead man into a fight. There's so many different possible scenarios. Somebody might get injured during a fight and have to throw in the towel. Somebody might get a bad cut off of a punch and get a TKO loss. There's so many things that can happen, bro. It's like, why take the risk and wait so long? Because the longer you hold out, the more in danger you are of fumbling the bag. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I don't got a problem with either one of these dudes. I'm speaking from a boxing fan's perspective. I'm not here to justify the business side of boxing. I'm speaking from a fan standpoint. You know what I mean? I could speak from two different aspects. I could speak from the trainer's perspective. I could speak from the fan's perspective. I can even speak on the business side because I've even helped do management and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from as of right now. I'm speaking from a fan's point of view, and it's not, man. It's just very risky. It's like you pretty much playing Russian roulette every time you take a fight outside of the fights that we actually want to see, because it could really, one fight is all it takes to really become to really fumble the bag and fuck up your career. You know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to say. What you make of Floyd saying Spence should fight at 60 or 68? Because I feel like Spence should be walking around 172. But from what I heard, he actually walked around higher than that. But I think Floyd is exaggerating in all honesty. 60 may be the more likely weight class, but 68, he's very undersized for 168. Like, you see Spence fighting Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? I highly doubt there are David Morrell. Like, them dudes are way too big. But I think that Spence stood at 147 just a little too long. You know what I mean? I think that he'll fill in the 154 very quickly. I think he'll be a lot stronger, a lot faster. And I think he'll make the weight a lot more easier because it's 7 pounds he gets to keep. So he could put on more muscle and spend more time. If he keeps his weight low during camp, then I'm sure he will spend more time just developing his craft and stuff like that. So he just won't have to worry about his weight as much. And I think he'll be a 154 pound. I think he's really a 154 pounder. You know what I mean? That can easily fight at 160. I'm not gonna say he's a super middleweight. I think that's going a little too far. But Floyd been in the game a long time. He entitled to his opinion. You know what I mean? We been knew Devin on Core and Devin was elite since they were 16. Yeah, we knew that. We knew that. But we seen elite fighters lose against guys that you didn't think they would lose to. That's all I'm saying. Don King was doing his thing, being from Cleveland. My family supported all Don King and Mayweather fights. Bro, Don King was the man, bro. They just hated that he was a flashy, flamboyant black promoter and was successful. Because they don't care if you black and a promoter, but when you're doing better than them, the people got a problem with that. So they did everything they could to make sure they got him out of the sport. How did they do that? By ruining his reputation. You know what I mean? That's what they did. Hold on. Damn, my shit just skipped crazy. Damn. That's what happens when you got 4 different organizations in control of one sport. Yeah, man. Too many hands in the pot. Too many hands in the pot. Reason Mayweather wanted Haney on TMC for real over Tank. Yeah, I heard about that whole situation. I wasn't there though, so I can't speak on it. But yeah, if Floyd wanted Haney, it was for a reason. Baby mamas, drugs, and hookers is how most athletes go broke. True. Bro, if that Wilder and Ruiz pulled through, Wilder lands one straight right, and the fight is over, the crowd leaves back home. I agree. I think that's all he'll need for Andy. I think that's all he needs for anybody who's not Tyson Fury. Wilder power the same. I mean, Wilder never could box fundamentally. Yeah, but when you take a lot of punishment in a fight, it could take a lot from you in terms of your punch resistance, your legs, hand speed, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Your timing, your reflexes, your athleticism, all that shit goes down the drain the more punishment you take in the sport. So his power may be the same. They say that's the last thing that goes, so you're definitely right about that. And he could never box fundamentally. That's true. He seems like he's tying up some things with Malik Scott, you know what I mean? But he never was like the fundamentally sound boxer. You're right. But there's things that Wilder has that could diminish because of the punishment he took from Tyson Fury. Like I said, his reflexes, his timing, his timing, reflexes. I said his punch resistance. You know what I mean? You definitely need some punch resistance to be in the heavyweight division. So we need to see. Definitely need to see. Do you think Wilder beat Fury the first fight? I would have called that a draw, in all honesty. You know what I mean? But that count was mighty long, so I wasn't mad. I think that was the right decision. $8 million is more than enough to retire. You can really retire off $650 to $800K if you live below your means. I've seen people do it with less, bro. Mel was running from them. Oh shit. I seen people do it with less, real talk. I'm telling you. I seen people live below their means and really do well and be extremely comfortable with less than that number, that amount you talking about. Yeah, I did. It's on my channel, bro. The last video I posted is about Tim Tszyu welcoming the Bud fight. I provided my opinion and all. Go check out the video, man. Go leave a like. You know what I'm saying? It definitely happened at the right time. There was a lot of good momentum still coming from that Ryan and Tank fight. So the fight that really did so good. I agree. I agree. I think that was done strategically too. You know what I mean? I think that was a smart move by PBC and Al Heyman. Always wanted to do bank. Wonder how you did it. I knew somebody and I applied and they got me in, bro. It was as simple as that. Love Bud to death, but moving up from 147 to 168 is nasty work. That's extremely risky. Yeah, you're right. You're right. He pretty much be fighting at his walk-around weight And we don't know if his power is going to translate properly. We don't know if his time is going to be all the way there. We don't know if his reflexes are going to be as fast. We don't know if his legs are going to be as strong under him. It's definitely nasty work, bro. I agree with you. It's a hell of a risk, but it seems like Bud's is locked in on the paper right now, bro. He chasing the legacy right along with the money. At first it was legacy and he wasn't too concerned about the money, but now they like this. You know what I'm saying? I think he's leaning more towards the money, but I think he understands that for him to get these big fights, he's gonna have to take chances against elite guys. You know what I mean? So this is the situation he's in right now. The biggest bags he get, Earl Spence rematch. That's an elite guy. Jermell Charlo, that's an elite guy. Canelo, you know what I'm saying? That's an elite guy. And they all generate the top bags. Bro, we just speaking about clowns being in boxing. Why is this seeing an article of female champ saying OnlyFans saved her career while she was injured? They be for the streets, bro. Simple as that. Romero's supposed to be hurt now, but I really believe they let Romero win that Barroso fight just to get Ryan a belt at 140. And I believe that Ryan is supposed to come to PBC. Well, he's still under contract with Golden Boy, so although they might have some preconceived notion about him signing with PBC in the future, he still has to abide by his contract that Oscar De La Hoya set out. They in court right now for that shit. Like up the stream. Thank you. I heard Spence walk around 180. Yeah, that's more of the weight that I heard that he walk around in. Benavidez is a huge 168. He's really a light heavy in all honesty. Now that I think about it, Pacquiao gonna look like that 7th-year high school senior who just doesn't want to graduate. Yeah, he gonna be that 24-year-old senior in high school. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. He don't need that, man. I think Benavidez is gonna miss weight on the scale his next fight. He need to move. Why would you want that to happen? Why would you want that to happen? His next fight gonna be against Demetrius Andre. I think he gonna be hella focused. I think he gonna make weight. Because he understands that's a dangerous fight. I wish boxing only had one belt. Too many belts out there. Yeah, for sure. I think it should be set up as to where there's an interim belt and a world title belt. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, like on some UFC shit. That's what I think. Benavidez looks like a natural 200-pounder. So you saying he look like a natural cruiserweight? He could definitely run up them 3 divisions, man. 68, 75, and probably towards the later end of his career. He could definitely fight at cruiserweight and probably will win a world title in all 3 of them weight classes, in all honesty. Didn't he stop Malik Scott in the first round as his trainer? Yeah, that's true. They fought each other, but ever since that fight, they've been sparring partners. They were sparring partners. They was always close friends. Even when during the fight with each other, they was close friends. Malik Scott was his sparring partner. Always was close. You know what I mean? Then when he split up with Mark Breland and shit, I guess he asked Malik Scott to help him because he felt like Malik Scott knew a lot, which he does. He's a knowledgeable dude. I don't know exactly what his training experience is like, but because you could be knowledgeable and still not know how to go about being a trainer. But obviously, he's been training Wilder, and Wilder rocking with it. So I guess what they doing is working, at least in Wilder's mind. You know what I mean? Yeah, George Foreman still has power in his 70s. Yeah, I seen him hitting that bag. For sure. Now, I gave him the third Fury fight to actually learn how to box and not rely on power. It's too late. Malik Scott not going to change anything. You know what I mean? They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That might be true in this situation. Zordo Ramirez looks big. He looks like he should be fighting at heavyweight. He looked way bigger than Bivol when they fought. Granted, Bivol was a small 175. But he still looks big for the weight. Well, obviously, that size didn't matter. How the way Bivol was piecing his ass up. Couldn't even do anything with him. Gilberto is a big dude, though. He even looked big at 168. When he was fighting Jesse Hart, Jesse Hart's a big 168. And he made Jesse look small, so he definitely got the size on his side, and he can definitely put some pounds on and fill in real good. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is a whole different discussion right now. I'm kind of sad that the first time you put up to Brooklyn, you had to face that Casanova 6'9" situation. Bad look on us. Yeah, but in the moment, we didn't know nothing about it because we were just caught up in the fights. It was actually a great time, bro. Watching watching Jamal, he knocked I think his name was like Centeno, Javier Centeno. He knocked him out cold. Tank beat the dog shit out of Jesus Cuellar. And Broner and Jesse Vargas had a hell of a fight, bro. It was a hell of a fight. She's for the world, my brother. Streets been chewed her up and spit her up. No, for real. Did you see Abdullah Mason fight? Unfortunately, I didn't, but I had heard. I seen some clips of him online on Top Rank's Instagram page, and that kid looks like he's the real deal, man. He looks like he the real deal. So I definitely gotta sit down one of these nights, and one of these days, I guess I don't go on live and really check out like a compilation of him. You know what I mean? Or just watch one of his full fights and see exactly what he coming with. Cause I always hear about Abdullah Mason, so obviously he doing something right. He be wishing on people downfall. Yeah, real talk be tripping. Did you hear about Conor Benn potentially fighting Blair Cobbs? I don't particularly like both of them, but I'll be rooting for Blair Cobbs. I don't like cheats in boxing. Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely rooting for Blair Cobbs. I used to train with Blair Cobbs at Delco Boxing Academy when I was younger. Definitely a crafty dude, skilled. And he might present some problems for Conor Benn, but Conor Benn, he's extremely aggressive, has some good pop. You know what I'm saying? So Blair Cobb's gonna have to be on his toes, literally, and get this guy and frustrate this guy with some outboxing tactics, some movement. You know what I mean? Setting some traps, having him run into shots, of course. Keep that stick on him, keep them feints to keep him off balance. He's gonna have to put on a boxing show, frustrate him, tie him up when he get in close quarters. He's gonna have to put on like a display, man, of boxing to beat Conor Benn or have a chance against Conor Benn. You know what I mean? That's my personal opinion on that. That'll be the best fight Conor Benn has fought to date. Yeah, I believe so too. From a stylistic standpoint, he could frustrate him. Abdullah Mason is my next star. I like him a lot, especially over Keyshawn. Yeah, a lot of people don't like Keyshawn, man. I think Keyshawn is a great fighter. I just think that his reputation is kind of like shitty right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, but Keyshawn could fight. But Abdullah Mason, he's definitely been ringing bells, bro. So yeah, I gotta do some research on him for sure. I gotta stop slagging. I don't know what that's about. I don't like Eddie Hearn as fighter, yo. Real talk, be tripping. Jay Cash need to learn about money. Real talk. Come on, man. Carmel not gonna have a real fight until 2027. Yeah, they gonna build him, man. Considering that he's 17, they're definitely gonna take their time with him and keep giving him fight that's gonna help him grow. You know what I mean? And keep putting him in the best situation possible where he don't have to work a job or nothing like that. He can strictly just focus on boxing. If you got somebody like Carmel, man, you gotta keep that kid active. You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, at this age, you don't gotta have him too busy because, I mean, he got a lot of time ahead of him. But I would definitely be looking at. I would keep him active. All honesty, I would just get him sharper and sharper, and then whenever he's ready, he could take on them top guys. Carmel look like he's a special talent, man. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn blocked me on Twitter because I said Tank will beat the living out of his soul. Where's the lie? You feel me? Hey man, that's your opinion. But you know, a lot of fighters not trying to hear that. Put yourself in his shoes. You scrolling down your timeline, you got somebody saying that somebody will beat the life out you. It's like, bro, like who are you talking to? You see what I'm saying? That's why I really don't. I got a few people that got me blocked on Twitter, like Dan Rayfield, that the little fat ass reporter. Like James Tony said, he be having food on his shirt. His little chunky ass. He got me blocked on Twitter. De La Hoya got me blocked on Twitter because I asked about them racist emails from Al Heyman. There's a few of them that got me blocked. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Carmel, 3 to 4 times a year is not bad. But if he could do more to get that experience, bro, do it. I love active fighters, man. Like when you watch Jaron Ennis, bro, look at Jaron Ennis. I'm gonna lay down. Fuck it, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna get comfortable and talk to my people. But like the first few years of Jerron Ennis' career, bro, he fought at least like 8, 9 times. And he was on the road. He'll go fight in Virginia, then he'll fight in Philly, then he'd be in North Carolina, rumbling. You know what I mean? I did that shit consistently and stayed sharp. And that's why Boots is that young with that many fights. He has 30 professional fights already. You know what I'm saying? I think that's more than what Earl Spence got right now, or around it. So I love active fighters, man. I think nothing is going to keep you sharper than staying active. I saw a comparison that someone made that I thought was spot on. Someone said that Rolly is a modern day Ricardo Mayorga. Yeah, bro, they've been saying that. I think that Ricardo Mayorga is a little more skilled, though. I think Ricardo is a lot more skilled, and he beat legitimate guys. He beat Vernon Forrest twice, who was the man, like one of the top guys at the time. He upset him, and then he beat Fernando Vargas. You see what I'm saying? It went up against top dudes, De La Hoya, Cotto, Tito Trinidad. The shit just went on and on. You know what I'm saying? Shane Mosley. Ricardo was better than Rolly, for sure. But I see the comparison in terms of their awkwardness, their brash style. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And then Mayorga, they might have been trash talkers, bro. But Mayorga, I think that if he spoke English, bro, he would have been considered like one of the nastiest trash talkers, bro. He used to say some obscene stuff. Like, he used to talk crazy about Fernando Vargas, bro, about his wife and all types of stuff. Like, he was a nasty dude, bro. The way he used to talk, he used to get real dark, real personal. Rolly, he's just a goofy. He just be like clowning and, you know what I mean, trying to be funny. But bro, Mayorga, bro, he would hit where it hurt, bro. He had a real loose tongue. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for my boy Carmel to fight again and to go pro. It'll be amazing to see. Yeah, I'm excited to see what that kid do. Keyshawn Davis, nice in the ring, but the Shakur meat run. All right, bro. Yeah. I kind of don't like that about him either. It's almost like Batman and Robin, like he be sidekicking with Shakur, not knowing that they could very well possibly fight each other. You know what I mean? Because Shakur is so competitive. That man not sharing a belt with nobody in his division. So I don't understand why he's so on him. Because they might very well fight each other. Jamel Herring and Shakur were good friends until they fought. You know what I'm saying? Him and Joet Gonzalez were in-laws and they fought. So if he fighting his own family and fighting a good friend of his, you think he won't fight you? Y'all low key might be ops in the future. So I wouldn't be saying too much right now. Floyd trying to get Carmel to fight against Leigh Wood for his title, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was just a way to get Carmel's name out there. You know what I mean? I don't think that Mayweather Promotions will ever take that type of chance with a 17-year-old kid who has 0 professional fights. I highly doubt that. They're real calculated. They're real wise with their decision making, and I just don't see them throwing him in there with an experienced champion like Leigh Wood. Leigh Wood not nobody special. I think Floyd sees that he's like one of the weak links in the division. In all honesty. But you see, he not calling him to fight Navarrete or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So obviously, like Floyd picked out Leigh Wood for a reason, but I don't think they'll actually take that opportunity. I think they're gonna build him up just like they did any other fighter that was under TMT and Al Heyman. You know what I mean? So I highly doubt that. I think it's just talk, and it worked because everybody started speaking on Carmel's name afterwards. So it might have been a smart marketing tactic on Floyd part. Don't get me started on Boots. I got a lot of shit to say about him. What you got to say about Boots? Let me know. Khan blocked me after I told him a gust of wind would send him to the canvas. A strong wind might definitely buckle Amir Khan's legs for sure. Real talk, tripping. Speaking of Rolly, even though he's number 7, medium deep fried cornball on a stick, man keeps me entertained, and any video I watch of him is hilarious. Yo, Rolly is hilarious, bro. He's very funny. Even when he don't try to be, he's just a goofy dude. Like, he definitely make me laugh. Like, when he was going back and forth with Tank, he was like, you keep talking about the streets. You don't know where the fuck I'm from. Like, that shit was just hilarious, bro. You think you the only one going through shit? Bro, that shit had me cracking the fuck up, bro. That nigga was really going off on Tank. That shit was funny. Tank didn't even know what to say, bro. Most of the time. People been hating on Al Haymon, but he's about to put on the third biggest fight this year. What has the zone of Tyreek put on this year that tops the fights? Al put on PBC. Bro, nobody on this earth has put on better fights than Al Haymon this year. Hands down. Hands down. All these big fights that we've been so thankful for this year has been because of Al Haymon. Terrence Crawford said it, and it's in the pudding, bro. Like, look at it. What was the big fights this year? Caleb Plant Benavidez, Ryan Tank, Crawford and Spence. The fight that's about to come up. If Frank Martin and Shakur fight each other, that's Al Haymon fighter. One of them is an Al Haymon fighter. And then if Wilder and Joshua fight each other at the end of this year, that's an Al Haymon fighter. You know what I'm saying? That's PBC involved. So Al Haymon been snapping this year, bro. He the man of the year for sure. The reason why boxing is giving us what we want right now is because of Al Haymon. Yo, whatever happened to Tevin Farm, remember they wanted to fight him, wanted him to fight Tank, and they had beef. Tevin took like a 3-year layoff after his loss to Joseph Diaz. I think he ran into some business issues, and I guess he fell back and was just chilling. He ended up coming back and fighting against. He was supposed to fight Mickey Bay a few times, and them fights all fell through. Unfortunately, he was supposed to fight on Adrian Broner's undercard when Adrian Broner was supposed to fight Hank Lundy. So he came back. He fought another Philly guy, Avery Sparrow, at the arena. He beat him. He got a unanimous decision, and now he's fighting September 29th at the 2300 arena again. And I got three fighters on that undercard, so I'll be there to witness Tevin Farmer fight. You know what I mean? So we're on that undercard, so we definitely gonna see him fight. Might have an interview with Tevin Farmer coming up. Hopefully we can get that going, so we can really chop things up. You know what I'm saying? I should have his number real soon, and we could talk for sure. Rolly walk around 170. I wouldn't doubt it. Rolly's a big dude, bro. Rolly's a fucking big kid, bro. I was surprised he was making 35 how he was making it. I feel sorry for anybody paying for the Zone subscription. Not worth it one bit. ESPN knew they made the fight the right financial decision to start making most fights free. That's a fact. Anybody who got the Zone subscription now, they must be paying for another sport, bro. In all honesty, who's your favorite trash talker in boxing? I like how the way Caleb Plant be talking, bro. He be talking greasy, bro. He real witty with his trash talk too. Caleb Plant's a good trash talker. Rolly's a funny trash talker. Jermel is a funny trash talker. Tony Harrison, he up there, bro. Tony Harrison is up there with the trash talk. Devin Haney be running his mouth too, though. He a little snarky kind of dude. But my favorite trash talker probably gonna be Tony Harrison. For sure. I need to see Boost fight a real welterweight. Bro, we can't even take that approach with Boost because he been calling out these top welterweights for I don't know how long, and they won't even look in his direction. For example, Crawford said he don't bring nothing to the table. Bomac said he don't bring nothing to the table. Ugas said later down the line, Earl Spence pretty much insinuated there was not enough money on the table to fight him. Keith Thurman don't want to fight him. Bro, what is he supposed to do? He's taking every fight how it comes. Every fight that's being presented to the table, he's taking it. He was going to fight Rashidi Ellis. If Rashidi Ellis lost to Romain Villa, he beat Romain Villa. He stopped him. You know what I'm saying? The only good, like, formidable name that he was able to come up against was, like, Sergey Lipinets, who was a former world champion. That's not his fault. That's not his fault at all, bro. We need to see him fight a real welterweight too, but it takes two to tango, and these top welterweights don't want to get in there with him. So I'm not going to blame the kid. I can't do that. Funny thing is that they also on the same side of the street. Tyreek could order that fight at any time. He going to good talk Shakur out of the fight. I hope not. Yeah, Keyshawn be meat round like crazy. I remember he was jumping up and down with Shakur, caught out Haney after winning his fight. I remember that. Yeah, he definitely a fanboy. Rolly fried. He keep questioning Tank manhood, calling him a F word, and Tank sitting there with his purse perplexed. Yeah. That shit was funny, bro. Make your current 140-pound fighters best category. Wait. Make your current 140-pound fighter best category. Mark. Power? That probably gonna go to Subriel Matias. Speed? That'll probably go to, I don't know, Tiafimo kind of fast. Gary Antoine Russell kind of fast. Oh, I'm gonna just go with Tiafimo. Speed. IQ? Probably gonna go with I'm gonna say Devin Haney because he had 140 now. Chin, I'm gonna go with Sue Grill with that one too. Reed's got a solid chin, but I'm gonna go with Sue Grill with that. I hope that answered your question. I don't think I understood that fully. Always has boxing. Al, yeah, for sure. He always got him. Didn't you meet Tevin Farmer? Yeah, I met Tevin Farmer a few times, bro. He be around. He be everywhere, bro. He not hard to find at all. He be at all the boxing events. Bro, I seen Hank Lundy. He works 2 jobs, one at FedEx and one I forgot. And he said he got a little business going on. It's on Twitter. Sad story. Well, I know that Hank Lundy trained at my gym for a little bit of time. I know that he got his own industrial cleaning business. I never heard nothing about him working at FedEx or nothing like that. But I know he got his own industrial cleaning business for sure. And I heard he was doing well. I hope that's not true. You hear Gary Russell Jr. is trying to fight anyway. I'm sure he is. But I don't know, it's something about Gary Russell where he can't make no big fights happen. You know what I'm saying? And he takes extremely extensive times off and only fighting once a year type stuff. But you know what I mean? I hope Gary Russell could actually get some type of activity going. I hope he gets a big fight to really prove that he is who he says he is. He recovering off an injury right now. Him and Inoue would be a good fight. You know what I mean? It would be a good fight. Rolly doesn't keep his weight in check because he looked drained at the Barroso weigh-in. How are you weight drained moving up in weight? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, for sure. TL top trash talker. Son say he gonna kill Taylor in the ring. TL not a top trash talker, bro. I feel like a lot of times TL just be saying anything, bro. I feel like he be talking in circles most of the time. It just seemed like, I don't know, his mind just seemed to be all over the place because a lot of shit he said don't really be making sense at times. But he do talk crazy, though. He don't mind talking trash. They paying to watch soccer and boxing documentaries. Yeah, bro. That shit chalk. Don't know why you do that. Tony Harrison was a savage in the press conference with Mel. Bro, the whole build-up to that second fight, Tony Harrison was talking crazy. Boots could fight Virgil Ortiz, Ugas Stanionis. Bro, Virgil Ortiz isn't almost dying to make 147. This dude has like a whole disease from him working out too hard. You know what I'm saying? Trying to cut the weight. He was supposed to fight Stanionis several times, but apparently he's moving up to 154. So that fight's not going to happen. Obviously, why would you want Boots to fight Virgil Ortiz when Virgil Ortiz is struggling from a health perspective? Boots wouldn't get any credit for that. If Boots was to fight Virgil Ortiz with all these health issues and knock him out, they're like, oh, you just beat an unhealthy Virgil Ortiz. In terms of Stanionis, that might be his next fight, in all honesty. But you know what I mean? That's a good fight to be made. That's a good fight. That's a great fight to be made. You know what I mean? Do you feel bad for Virgil Ortiz? Yeah, bro, I do because I understand it's I understand the health issues. You know what I'm saying? I've been through that, but that's his body telling him that he can't do that anymore. So he should move up and, you know what I mean, go about shit smart. Because if he wants to have any type of longevity in his career, he has to listen to his body. So I hope he does that. Keyshawn, the world's greatest groovy. Y'all going in on Keyshawn today. Power, T.O., speed. Nah, Super L's a bigger puncher than T.O., bro. Speed, Russell, IQ, Haney, Chin, Taylor. Taylor got a solid chin. I think Chin and Power go to Super L, though, bro. That boy Chin is different. And his power is different. This man done literally body bag somebody in the ring, like literally kill somebody in the ring. And he's knocked out everybody he's fought. So, I mean, y'all give Better Beef all this attention for being a big puncher. Y'all better do the same thing for Super L. And at least that man making an honest living. Said indeed, yeah, for sure. Lomachenko versus Navarrete would be a good fight. Yeah, that would be a good fight. That'll let me know exactly where Lomachenko is in his career. And I think he has the skill set to beat Navarrete. So that would be a great fight, bro. That's a great point. You know what I'm saying? T.O. is corny trash talk. Yeah, I agree. He not, you know what I mean, good to me. Good live, Mark. Good work. I appreciate that real talk. Thank you. Tony was dogging Mel, man. That KO was bull. Yeah, bro. Jermel was losing a lot of rounds but he always find a way to get that chin, man. It's crazy. I'm out, family. I'll be smooth. Time for sleep. Yeah, I'm about to do the same thing, bro. I caught up with all the answers. With all the questions I answered under the best of my ability. Rolly packs a bigger punch, in my opinion. Yeah, Rolly's a big puncher. You could get after him. You could get a power jaw for him. It's all debatable. I've never been hit by neither one of them motherfuckers, so I can't tell you. But yeah, you could even Regis. Regis is a big puncher too. So 140 has a lot of big punches. So you get after anybody in all honesty. But W Live, bro. Y'all appreciate that, homie. Thank you. We've been on for almost an hour and a half. You know what I mean? I'm getting tired, as you can tell. So I did a lot of talking. We was able to cover everything. Unfortunately, we wasn't able to have that guy come on here and chop it up with me, but it is what it is, bro. I ain't tripping. There's going to be plenty of opportunities for that in the near future. Hold on. Ralph says Stanley Jonas will be a good fight independent. On how Ugas looks against Barrios, Ugas will be a good fight for Ennis. I really want Ennis to fight Thurman just so he can stop Thurman. Yeah. A lot of people don't like Thurman, man. It's all good. But those are all great fights for Jerron Ennis to take. Stanley Jonas, Ugas. Even if Barrios win, that'd be a good fight for him. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, those are all good fights for Ennis, but another thing is them actually wanting to step up and face him. That's a totally different subject. Bo Dallas, he said, you think Regis could beat Devin? I mean, I think he got a punch his chance against Devin, but stylistically, I think it favors Devin. I think he understands distance too well. I think he's a better outbox. I think the movement would definitely give Regis some problems. But if Regis is able to make it a dog fight, and keep Devin Haney in front of him, then possibly he could do something. But I just think that Devin will outbox him and win a unanimous decision. My T.O. comment. I don't know, bro. What was the Ree? What was your I don't see your comment, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I'm gonna definitely get up out of here. I appreciate everybody who stopped through, man. Check out Mazuma merch. Follow me on social media at mark.mazuma, mark.mazuma. Follow my coaching page, Coach Mazuma. He said I sent it again. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. Write it again, and I'll get to you, bro. But yeah, man. Follow my coaching page at Coach Mazuma, AOACHMAZUMA. The Cash App right there at @ Mark Mazuma. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody who's been donating lately. It's been hella dope to get this kind of support from you guys, man. It's been a long time coming. It's something that I always wanted to do, but I always lacked motivation because I felt like nobody was really checking out for my videos. I would do thousands of views, but I felt like I wasn't really getting that credit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's starting to really come together now. So Yo, shout out to y'all, man. Thank you so much. I'll be back with a video in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back in the morning. Natural ability. Natural ability, T.O. Yeah, man. T.O.'s a gifted fighter, bro. There's no doubt about it. The athleticism, the explosiveness, the power. He's also intelligent. His accuracy. Um, T.O.'s has a lot of natural ability. Yes, he does. I think his natural ability is what's got him so far. I wouldn't necessarily give the credit to his father. You know what I mean? I just think that he's a gifted dude. But all right, y'all. Let me get up out of here, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. We had a great viewership today as well. I love how consistent my channel has been, but we're gonna keep growing. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep growing, and that's just what it is, man. Yo, I appreciate you, Reed. Thank you. You made the conversation great today, man. I appreciate you. Um, yeah, I've been hearing that Tiafimo. I know people that spar Tiafimo. They say he could crack, so that's a fact. But let me get up out of here, man. Shout out to MAZUMA Nation. Shout out to MAZUMA Mob. We back with a live again tomorrow night. Come check it out, man. If y'all ain't got nothing to do, check out my videos too, man. Like, subscribe, comment, put the bell notification on, man. This is MAZUMA TV. Shout out to MAZUMA Nation and MAZUMA Mob. I'm out of here, man. Peace.